So for our first example, what we want to go ahead and do, let's take our 4 and our negative 5. 4 plus negative 5. And then let's go ahead and take our i's here. So we have 5i and we have 8i. We're going to do plus negative 5 plus 8 and then I. And I'm getting this from, again, our properties up here. We see that we have a plus in between, so that's going to be this first one. And then our second one, we see that we have a minus there. So that's going to be our second equation up ahead. So this will give us our negative 10 and our 5. Simplifying, we will have a negative 10 minus 5. And then we'll have plus 7 and then minus 3. And then I. This will give us negative 15 and then plus 10i. Okay. So looking at the multiplication of complex numbers, for complex numbers a plus bi and c plus di, we have a plus bi and then c plus di, and we're going to multiply those, leaving us with ac minus bd plus ad plus bc, and then outside of our parentheses we'll have the I. And when we reduce this, it'll look something like this. So let's go ahead and apply that. First things first, let's go ahead and multiply our 5 times the 2, which gets us a 10. Then the 5 times the negative 7i, which will give us a negative 35i. Now we'll do the 3i times 2, which will give us plus 6i. And then last we'll do the 3i times the negative 7i, which will give us a minus 21i, and don't forget that it's squared. So let's go ahead and further reduce this. We'll have 10 minus 29i minus 21 times, and then if you recall, I squared is equal to negative 1, so we can go ahead and put that in there. And then our result should be 10 minus 29i plus 21, which is equal to 3i minus 29i. All right, example 2. 4 minus 5i squared is really just the same thing as 4 minus 5i times 4 minus 5i. So again, we'll do the same thing that we did in example 1. 4 times 4, that should give us 16. 4 times negative 5i should give us negative 20i. Negative 5 times 4, again, another negative 20i. And then finally, we'll have the negative 5i times negative 5i, which will give us plus 25i squared. Let's go ahead and simplify. We'll have 16 minus 40i, and then plus 25. And then again, remember the I squared is equal to negative 1. So this will give us 16 minus 40i, and then minus 25, which is going to be equal to negative 9. Negative 9 minus 40i. All right, last example here. We have 9 minus 8i, and then we have 9 plus 8i. So let's go ahead and do it. 9 times 9 is going to give us 81. 9 times 8i will give us plus 72i. And then negative 8 times 9i, or negative 8i times 9 will give us minus 72i. And then last thing will be negative 8i times positive 8i, which will give us negative 64i squared. And if you see, we have a positive 72i and a negative 72i. These will cancel out, leaving us with 81 minus 64i squared. Don't forget to substitute that as a negative 1. So that leaves us with 81 plus 64, which is equal to 145.